India's 17 years of wait is finally over. After 17 long years, justice may finally catch up. Tahawwur Rana, the man who helped plan the deadliest terror attacks on Indian soil, is finally being brought back to face law. Here, he's accused of playing a central role in the 26/11 attacks that left 175 dead, including 20 brave security personnel and 26 foreign nationals. A crime that shook the soil of this country, and now it's time for India to avenge 26/11. Two high-security jails, one in Delhi, another in Mumbai, have been quietly put on alert as the United States finally has given a green signal for Rana's extradition. In fact, we hear Rana is already with the Indian agencies. He's been taken into custody already. A 7-member team led by NIA IG Ashish Batra and DIG Jaya Roy, along with officers from RAW and the Ministry of External Affairs, have landed in the US. They, in fact, the last few days have been working extensively towards completing his extradition formalities. And finally, it's been a success. Because of the high-risk nature of this operation, Tahawwur Rana is being flown back on a private jet under tight security. Once he lands in Delhi, the NIA will formally take custody and begin his interrogation at its headquarters. And after that, Rana will be moved to Mumbai on transit remand to face trial. India has waited for 17 years for. Now, Rana wasn't just an accomplice. I'll tell you why he's so important. He was the vital link between David Headley and Pakistan's ISI. Together, they mapped out Mumbai, recorded videos, picked the targets, did a complete recce on how to carry out those strikes in Mumbai. It was Rana's immigration firm, First World Immigration Services, that was used as a front for the reconnaissance. In fact, David Headley posed as a businessman and moved in and out of India using a US passport. According to the 2023 charge sheet filed by the Mumbai police, Tahawwur Rana was in the city days before the attack, the 26/11 attack. He stayed at a 5-star hotel from November 11th to 21st and then took off before the strike. Police have also recovered emails from David Headley and Rana. In fact, both sharing emails, sharing information and directions and updates on how to move forward. That's David Headley, who's a Pakistani-American who seems to be a key conspirator. He's in fact been convicted in a US court. Headley has pleaded guilty in a US court. He, in fact, was the one who exposed the entire operation and the links to Lashkar-e-Taiba's involvement here and the role of Pakistan's deep state. Rana's testimony also, as per investigation, Tahawwur Rana also has testified in the United States, and his testimony has also revealed key links to Pakistan. Now, for the first time, we get Rana on Indian soil. He gets to face the law right here in Indian courts. The aim of the attack was quite clear. The 26/11 attacks was done primarily to strike fear in India, to bring down India's global image and to hit out at Americans and Israelis as well as Indians. We know that Pakistan, the deep state, Islamists look at Americans and Israelis as #1 enemies. And of course, the Pakistani hate for India. A 4-day siege that turned Mumbai into a war zone, from the Taj Hotel, the Oberoi Trident to the Nariman House and CST station. Now, 10 heavily armed terrorists from Lashkar-e-Taiba entered the city by sea, armed with automatic rifles and grenades. 9 were gunned down, except for Ajmal Kasab. Kasab was arrested. But the mastermind, like Tahawwur Rana and David Headley, were sitting far away. They were the ones who orchestrated the entire thing. In fact, got these terrorists trained in Pakistan and were sent to Mumbai for the strike. Rana was one among them, key conspirator of 26/11. The return of Tahawwur Rana is more than legal win here for India. It's a moment of reckoning. India has waited for 17 long years to bring this man to justice. That moment is finally here.
You all aware that the US Supreme Court rejected his plea. As far as the extradition of Mr. Rana is concerned, at this point in time, I don't have an update, but we'll provide you an update at the appropriate time.
देखिए ये भारत के लिए बहुत बड़ी रणनीतिक विजय है कि तहव्वुर राणा को अब भारत आना ही पड़ेगा और भारत के कानूनों का सामना करना पड़ेगा। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने बार बार कहा कि जिन्होंने भारत के साथ छल किया वो 7 समंदर के पीछे भी छिपे होंगे, तो मोदी सरकार उनको ढूंढ करके लाएगी और उन्हें हिंदुस्तान के कानूनों के अनुसार सजा दी जाएगी।
नहीं, वो तो सही है, जिसने आतंकवाद किया हो उसको कड़ी से कड़ी सजा मिलनी चाहिए। अब तो अमेरिकी अदालत ने कह दिया, उसने बहुत कोशिश की इस बात की कि उसको जो है किसी तरह से राहत मिल जाए, भारत न लाया जा सके, लेकिन अमेरिकी अदालतों ने उसकी याचिका खारिज कर दी। अब उसको भारत आना पड़ेगा और कड़ी से कड़ी सजा उसके अपराध की मिलेगी।
One for justice in India of those who were killed on that horrific days. And second, it's a very good step, I think, in cooperation between America and India in terms of criminal elements, with transnational crime, terrorism. So it's a very good indication of the growing cooperation between the two countries on that. But first and foremost, it's that justice coming back, and with this, India will learn many things by interrogation of this gentleman.